Oh, good afternoon or good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Macon-Bibb County Board of Commissioners Pre-Commission. Today is Tuesday, January the 6th, first meeting of the new year, 2026, and the time is approximately 5:30. I'd like to welcome everyone here today. We don't have a real busy agenda tonight, but there are very important items on here that we'll go through. And of course, we have our regular scheduled meeting at 6 o'clock. We'll begin the process by calling this to order, and we have elections for Mayor Pro Tem, and we'll handle that business as first. And I'll begin with asking for nominations from the floor, and I'll recognize your light in order that I receive them. And then we'll take those nominations from the floor, and then we'll vote on one at a time until we have someone that receives the majority of the votes. So this time I saw Commissioner Wilder, your light on, sir. You have a nomination? Valerie Wynn, okay. Commissioner Bryan, I saw your light.
Commissioner Bronson.
Okay. And Commissioner Bronson, do you have a nomination, sir? Okay, my bad. Do you have a different nomination, Commissioner Bailey?
Yes, I nominate Commissioner Wynn.
Okay, we've already got that. Thank you very much. Commissioner Stewart? Okay, we already got that. Thank you. We'll take a vote. So we have two nominations. We'll start with the first nomination, Commissioner Valerie Wynn. So at this time, we have a nomination on the floor for Valerie Wynn, who needs 5 votes to become Mayor Pro Tem. At this time, we'd ask for a call for a vote on there. So all those in favor of Ms. Valerie Wynn being the Mayor Pro Tem, please say aye. Aye. Nay? Okay. I believe that's 5-3. You want to take a roll call vote? Or do you accept my calculation? Okay. We'll take a roll call vote. Commissioner Wynn, how do you vote?
Like anybody would when they're running for something, I'm voting for myself.
Commissioner Bronson, how do you vote? Nay. Commissioner Stewart, how do you vote? Commissioner Hewitt, how do you vote?
For Ms. Wynn.
Mayor Pro Tem Clark, not here. Commissioner Wilder, how do you vote? Okay. Commissioner Howell, how do you vote? Yes. Commissioner Bryant, how do you vote? Commissioner Bailey, how do you vote? Okay, it appears to be 5-3 to my calculation, so Ms. Valerie Wynn is now the Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you very much. Ms. Wynn? We're going to move on to, we need to take a brief recess from this meeting, and we'll go into Committee on Committees at this time. So Mayor Pro Tem Wynn and myself, we're going to go into this Committee on Committees at this time. So at this time, Ms. Wynn, do you like to make a recommendation for a third-party member? Commissioner Brennan Bailey. Ms. Bailey, I believe she was our third-party member last year, so I will agree to that. So we'll make her that third member of the committee. Ms. Bailey, welcome back. This time, the only business, yes, sir? No, sir, you don't vote on that. Only the Committee on Committees, sir. The Committees on Committee has selected Ms. Brenda Bailey as our representative there as a third member. The only order of business tonight is to discuss the Committees on Committees and what our process there is. Is there a recommendation from the floor, or would you like to hear a recommendation from me?
Recommendation from you.
Commissioner Wynn asked for a recommendation. Ms. Wynn, I would recommend that we consider continue the Committee of the Whole process that we're doing right now, and ask for y'all to support that. Anybody have any different recommendation? If not, we'll take a vote on that. All in favor of voting for the Committee on the Whole process to continue as we've done the last several years, please say aye. Opposed, nay? Nay. Okay. You don't get a vote on this, sir. This is Committee on Committees.
Only committee on vote on this.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the same way we did it last year and the same way we did it every year since consolidation. So we do have a committee of the Mayor Pro Tem, the mayor, and an elected third party. They have convened. They have taken a vote on the Committee of the Whole, and that's all the business that we have to take care of today. So we will recess, or actually adjourn that meeting and go back to our regularly scheduled meeting. So we have the item 5, if you're following on the agenda. Item 5A is approval of the minutes from December the 15th, 2000. Well, I'm sorry. Let's go back into that meeting. My bad. We have 2 orders of business to go through for last times on this Committee on Committees. For Commissioner Wynn, Mayor Pro Tem Wynn, and Commissioner Bailey. We just need to approve the minutes for the last couple of committees on committees that we had the previous 2 years. So item 2A is approval of the minutes from the January 16th, 2024 Committee on Committees. I make a motion to approve that. Do we have a second? Second. All in favor of the motion, please say aye. And the same thing for item 2B is approval of the minutes from January 19th, 2025 Committee on Committees meeting. I'll make a motion to approve that. Do we have a second? Got a second by Commissioner Wynn. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. That motion carries. Now we're going to go out of that and go back into our regular scheduled meeting. We have the approval of the minutes from December 16th, 2025 pre-commission meeting, which is just a couple of meetings ago. This time I entertain a motion to approve the December the 16th committee pre-commission meeting minutes. Motion by Commissioner Howell, second by Commissioner Wynn. All those in favor of the motion, I keep saying Wynn. Commissioner Bailey. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously, be sent to consent agenda. We do have 2 appointments tonight, and we have a resolution of support followed by a contract. These 2 appointments, item 6A is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission, is reappointing Robert Redmond to the Macon-Bibb County Planning and Zoning Commission. This time I entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner Howell, second by Mayor Pro Tem Wynn. Commissioner Stewart, you had your item, sir?
I did, yes, sir. Would they know the names in the contention for this position?
Any other names? Not that I recommended, no, sir.
Well, I mentioned early in the year, I sent an email to you, Mr. Mayor, and to the county manager. Once I realized Mr. Redmond's time was going to be up on December 31st, the name of Adrian Harmon. Mr. Harmon was never contacted about that. It has nothing to do with Mr. Redmond, but it does have to do with the process, you know, and that's why I asked the question. It was a leading question on purpose. And I believe in term limits for commissioners. I believe in term limits for mayors. I believe in term limits for board members. And I think, you know, citizens are better served if there's a rotation of ideas. And so Mr. Harmon's name was mentioned to you and to the county manager, and to no attention. So I want to bring that to your attention.
Oh, yes, sir. You did send me an email. I think that email came right after an unsuccessful attempt at the planning and zoning meeting that you had over there. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it, so don't misquote me.
I will not.
But I happened to, unfortunately, since you brought the gentleman's name up, I hate to do that, but we had to run a criminal history on there, and it is something that came up on that criminal history just before that time. So I was unable to recommend him for this position tonight. If you want to make a motion from the floor to nominate him, you're certainly welcome to do that at the appropriate time. So, Ms. Bryant, did you have something? Okay. Process, please.
Mr. Redmond's the first nominee, so he would be taken first and vote, and if that fails, then we go to the nomination from Commissioner.
Okay. Did you hear that, Commissioner Stewart? Yes. Okay. So we have a motion and a second on the floor for Mr. Robert Redmond, who, by the way, I sent you a letter from the Director of Planning and Zoning giving a recommendation based on the good service that he's provided over the last couple of years to the planning and zoning. So this time we'll entertain, we got a motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion for Mr. Robert Redmond, please say aye. All those opposed say nay. That motion passes. Okay. We're going to move on to 6B. Commissioner Bryant, you had your hand up. Yes, ma'am.
Yes. I know we just took this vote, but I would just like to be on record saying I voted nay, because if you have another person that did not get into being able to be approved because his name was not there, then I don't see why we would vote and leave him off. Even though you said we could, you also said something about a criminal history. But I think both of them should have been looked at it equally before we even took a vote. So I'm going to say nay for Redmond. I don't know his background and his experience, as I don't know his either. But it should have been fair to add both of them.
I understand, Ms. Bryant. Just keep in mind, there's probably 100,000 people making that qualified to be on there. It goes through our formal process, and our process is there's a recommendation made either by the mayor or commissioners asking to nominate somebody for a position, and that process needs to be followed. And with that process properly followed by a commissioner, it will be placed on agenda, or it can be nominated as Mr. Stewart had tonight. So we follow the process. This recommendation was received from the current planning and zoning that he served on now, and it passed by a vote. It's either 6-2 or 5-3, depending on what Mr. Bronson did over there. So thank you for that. We're going to move on to item 6B. This is a resolution of the Macon-Bibb County Commission reappointing Melinda Robinson Moffitt to serve on the Macon Housing Authority Board of Commissioners. That's my motion. Can I get a second? Second by Commissioner Bronson. Any further discussion on her? Hear no discussion. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and be sent to consent agenda. We're going to move on to resolution of support. This is a resolution of Macon-Bibb County Commission in support of the Macon-Bibb County Affordable Housing Funds application for a community home investment program funding from the Department of Community Affairs for construction of 10 affordable housing units in the Houston Avenue corridor of South Macon. I see Mr. Everett here, whoever may. Oh, both of y'all come on down, or one of you, whoever wants to speak on this. I'll be happy to give the information, but since you took the trouble to come here, I want you to introduce yourself first, each of you, and what role you play, and then tell us a little bit about this application here.
Evening. I'm Everett Werner. I'm the Executive Director of the Macon-Bibb County Land Bank Authority, and I am also a board member of the Macon-Bibb County Affordable Housing Fund, who is applying for this DCA grant.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Natalie Boyette, and I'm the Executive Director of Macon-Bibb County Affordable Housing Fund.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about this CHIP application here, or letter of support for it.
Upon conversations with the Department of Community Affairs office, we learned about this opportunity with the Community Home Investment Program, where a nonprofit can apply for up to $1.5 million for new construction of affordable homes that will be limited to sell to households at 80% of the AMI. And therefore, based off the work that we're already doing off Houston Avenue in Cliffview, we are hoping that we'll be able to construct 10 new homes, along with $1 million that we would be leveraging from the American Rescue Plan funds that you all allocated to us back in 2023.
Thank you for that information. Anyone have any questions? Commissioner Bronson? No? Commissioner Wynn?
Yes, I was just asking Commissioner Bronson about the location, which I understand is near Mercer
Here,
University.
Cliffview.
Cliffview, I'm sorry. Okay, we're Cliffview over there, off
Yeah.
of Houston Avenue.
South Macon off Houston.
Gotcha. I grew up over there. I know where that is.
We have similar project over near that, if Commissioner Bronson was referring to over by the Tyndall area, we have a similar type process going over there with local investors and funding from the same affordable housing fund. They're doing 10 houses as well, and a couple of them are already ready right now, so we had the pleasure of going over there and looking at those. So that may be the houses that you're talking about. These are on Houston Avenue. We've done a lot of work in the Houston Avenue area, and we continue to do a lot of work over there. What started with the Cliffview project, and also Land Bank Authority going over there to purchasing lots of houses over there, doing some blight demolitions, and now we're getting some home ownerships over there. Part of that is through working collaborations with our school over there, with Bruce Elementary School, to make sure that we can keep that school full and make sure we've got residents going over there, but also it's to sustain those neighborhoods there. We also have a grocery right there. We have a pharmacy right there that we've been working together with both of those groups to make sure we try to solidify what's going on over in South Bibb County. So that is the reason. Typically, we can't do this type of application ourselves in Macon-Bibb County, but we can do a letter of support and have a nonprofit do this. And this is why these folks are here today, have stepped up to try to help us secure those funds to make that happen. So I know Commissioner Bronson has been in my ear about Houston over there, as well as Commissioner Howell. They share that district over there, and I know they're highly supportive of this as well. So I will take a motion in a second, preferably from those two gentlemen. All right. Mr. Howell, and I'm sorry. I get your question. I just want to go ahead and take the motion in a second. Commissioner Bryant, you got a question?
Yes, thank you all for bringing housing here. When you say affordable housing, is it restricted income or is it government income? So are they going to be able to have a subsidiary that's going to help them with their rent, or are they going to have to be under a threshold where they can't make over a certain amount, but they got to make 2 times the amount of the rent?
They have to have an area median income of 80% or lower to qualify to even purchase one of these homes. So it's not a voucher because it's not a rental, it's a purchase. To answer that part of the question. To kind of add into that, this program on top of the $1.5 million that we would be using for the development cost from CHIP and DCA it comes with down payment assistance, mandatory down payment assistance that they are providing. It even, this can get into the weeds a little bit, but some of that money can even go towards subsidizing the development costs if the cost to develop the houses actually supersedes the value of the house when it's completed. So I've been doing this for 18, 19, too long, and it's an extremely generous program. It's very well designed. We've met with DCA. I've met with them once. I think she's met with them twice about it, and I think we have a very good shot at doing it with the leverage from the fund. And in the area, the mayor already mentioned, we've reached out to some stakeholders. We're still reaching out to them, but the 100 Black Men of Macon, First Choice Primary Care, who else? Other Ready to Succeed. I can't remember. Streets to Success. We're communicating with them. We're trying to get more things, but we've got the support of everyone we can, and this would put us at currently 17 planned developed new construction homes, all with the intent for home ownership in that neighborhood in the next, we're saying 18 months, but it's a very good program. I'd be happy to break it down more if anybody wants to maybe meet elsewhere, because I don't think anybody's going to understand what I'm talking about if I start rattling off numbers. But.
Okay. He answered it.
Okay. Commissioner Wilder?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring up the fact of, I grew up and down Houston Avenue, Pendleton Homes, all them places. It's where I come from, and I've spent a little time recently riding around over there, and I want to bring up the fact that several of the roads that were much needed have been paved recently over there.
Yeah, that's a very good point. There's been a lot of investment, including the roads. It's kind of night and day on some of them, quite frankly, and the demolitions that have gone on. There's been over $10 million of investment in that neighborhood outside of anything the housing fund has started doing. Which
Thank you for that. Can you say that again for Mr. Bronson? How much money? 10 million? Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Bronson, I'm with you, sir.
Oh, that was cute.
We do have an informational one-sheeter that does go into the depiction of all the different investments from the county and nonprofits that have come into that area, investing, as Everett said, around $10 million. And we'd be happy to share that with you. I think it's a great depiction from everything from your blight fight to paving the way to Cliffview Park, Technology Park. I think there's a great story to be told in what the county's done within the past 5 years there.
Yeah, right there, Frankie Lewis. Commissioner Bronson?
Thank you for that. I got to say thank you guys for your support for the south side of District 2, should I say. That's what I now refer to it as. It's been a lot of work that's been taking place over there, and I just want to say thank you, and I enjoyed the partnership that we do have. I know Streets for Success, Mr. Ray over there is definitely truly excited about the projects that we have going on. As far as I'm concerned, it's a promise met, and I want to say thank you guys for making it happen. I will thank you for the amount of money that you did push out. I'm still coming back for more, because Houston Avenue deserves a little more attention, tender love, and care. So, Bill, Ray, I look forward to having you guys supporting this next bill I'm throwing up there. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Stewart, do you have a letter, sir?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you to both of y'all for what you're doing. A lot of people don't realize, but Houston Avenue is one of the gateways into our city, coming from the international city of Warner Robins. And so what you all are doing, I applaud it 100%. And if we continue on up, what Commissioner Bronson's project with Greenwood Bottom, which will bring us further into downtown and connect the dots from all different parts of the city of Macon. So it takes everybody working together, and I just want to say thank you.
Commissioner Wynn?
I want to thank you, too, for what you're doing. Would you clarify for me how the people find out about this to apply for it, or do you find the people? I think you were doing that, but just a little clarification. By the way, Commissioner Wilder, I used to hang out there on Houston Avenue. My boyfriend lived on Linmore, so I knew all that area very well. So it's a very familiar area to me.
Don't go there.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
little
just
too much information.
TMI.
We're all getting very personal up here. Okay, I love it.
did anybody else grow up down there before?
That's wonderful. So, to clarify, you mean how do people interested in the homes find out about the development once it's complete?
Yes.
Great question. So we are working with teams of realtors. We are talking to them because the programs that we're offering, it's not very traditional in terms of down payment assistance and how it works. So I'm constantly working with educating our local realtors. The Chamber of Commerce has actually been incredibly supportive in organizing those trainings for us to get the information out there. So I will say our realtors are very well informed, but on the website, we do have a page where you can see our developments that are available, and we can put you in contact with the lenders that support our program as well as real estate agents.
Also, Commissioner Wynn, a couple of weeks ago, we were able to give $50,000 to Home First with Reggie Bell over there. They're doing a good job of getting people financially able, whether it's through literacy or other, to qualify to get homes. And then we work together with this particular group with him to kind of pre-qualify people, walk them through the process, help clean up some credit and do some things like that. And we've got some other organizations that do a great job making for that as well. So it's multiple possibilities, and we've got a lot more housing coming on board. And 2026 is going to be a year for a lot of housing here, as we'll see when we do our State of the Community here in a couple of months. So thank you for that. I believe that concludes all the questions that
Can I
we've got here.
co-sponsor that too?
Sure,
please?
yes, ma'am.
I'm done.
We have Mr. Bagley, I forgot. You got the clock, sir?
Okay. Again, I just want to echo another thank you, and these are very lucrative collaborations, and I'm looking forward to being a sponsor on that, Mayor, as well as looking forward to, Mr. Everett, your presence in the Bellevue community and working on those particular initiatives that we discussed there in our community. And I just want to tell you just how much, we appreciate what you have done, in the past. And I have had the opportunity to go by and see those particular developments. And the good thing about it is that it gives us the opportunity to get rid of that, what I call the nifty 50s looks that have been around forever, that are not energy efficient, that are really eyesores, that really need to be redone. And the importance of it just cannot be understated. That, the Macon area, as far as our housing initiative, move into this millennium with these new developments, and we get rid of those 2 bedrooms when we know that we have developments that need 4s and 5s more than we need those 2s. And I just want to say thank you once more, and I'd like to be added to the initiative so that I can continue to follow the progress on this, and we can move into the Bellevue area and do the same.
Thank you, Commissioner Bailey. I know there's several other that have come before. This particular group is also working in the Napier area as well as Brookdale, so you'll see a lot more over there as well as around Central High School. So we got a lot going on, but we'll bring that to you at the appropriate time. Hopefully we're successful in this grant. We appreciate y'all taking on this lift to try to accommodate us on this, and it helps magnify the money that we set aside. And for those of you that were not here before, Macon-Bibb County set aside $7.5 million, which is, if you compare that with anywhere in the state of Georgia, based on what they have in the cities, that's probably the largest, even compared to Atlanta, on a comparative percentage-wise. So we're excited about that. We're trying to grow this money, and the faster we can grow the money, the faster we can get these houses built. And we got some local builders in there. We got some good and local business builders. We've been very keen on making sure that we have minority investment. We've got a group of minority investors that are investing in a lot of these houses and able to make some money as well as put good product out there. So we're very excited about the process. And it's a win-win that we all can be proud of. So thank you for that. We have a motion and second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously. Be sent to consent agenda. Item 8A is a contract. This is an ordinance of the Macon-Bibb County Commission authorizing the mayor to enter into an independent contractor agreement with Buxton Construction LLC for the construction of roadway and parking improvements on Walnut Street in the amount of $1,343,553.99. To authorize appropriation amount of that same amount from the 2018 SPOS interest to the 2018 SPOS fund roads, all other items. As you know, this is the area between MLK and Carroll and Creighton Park as you go across Daybreak. You've seen pictures of what that design will look like with 2 parking lots there. This is the former Baton Cage and the former Norfolk Southern property, et cetera. So the entire area will eventually, from MLK to Carroll and Creighton Park, get a complete makeover, including underneath that railroad trestle. We've been working with Norfolk Southern, and we'll begin that process very quickly. We like to do a large part of that process, hopefully prior to the Cherry Blossom Festival this year. We'll make whatever effort we can to do that. You'll see the parking lots first, the design as you previously looked at, And then, of course, the roadway, we've been working on that to try to fix underneath the problems that you've had with the water that makes that buckle up. We figured we finally got that worked out to get that done. This particular company was the low bid. They're from Middle Georgia. They were the low bid, and they also had one of the shortest time frames for that particular money. So we're asking you to approve that tonight so we can get busy doing the contract on this and go ahead and start this process so we don't get delayed for the Cherry Blossom Festival. So at this time, I entertain a motion to approve. Motion by Commissioner Stewart. You had a second? Second by Commissioner Bailey. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries and be sent to consent agenda. Mr. Bronson, you going to be a okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that does complete our committee of the whole. We have a few minutes before our regular scheduled meeting in about 3 or 4 minutes, so we'll take a brief recess. There's no need to go into executive session. So at this time, our committee of the whole meeting pre-commission is adjourned. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Macon-Bibb County Board of Commission regular meeting. Today is Tuesday, January the 6th, and the time is just after 6 o'clock. I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight. We do have a regular meeting that will be approving some consent agenda items on the previous meeting. But this time, I officially call this meeting to order. Welcome everyone here. We're beginning our meeting like we always do with a prayer, and we ask that everybody stand at will, bow your head for the prayer, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And tonight's we're going to have the honor of our pledge being led by Commissioner Raymond Wilder. Commissioner Wilder, you can begin when you want to, sir.
Dear Lord, we just walk into this meeting and we just thank you for the opportunity to come here and serve you and serve our community. We just ask you, Lord, as we move forward in this meeting to give us direction and just lead us and guide us in the direction that you'd have us go to take care of our community and our constituents and just all around us. And we just thank you for everything, Lord, and ask you, Lord, to guide us through this whole day and as we move forward. In Jesus' wonderful name.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. We don't have any comments on agenda items, so we'll move to item 5A, and we'll come to other comments afterwards. The approval of the minutes. Approval of the minutes from December 16, 2025, regular commission meeting. Can I get a motion to approve? Okay, got a motion. Can I get a second? Got a motion and a second. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries. We do have a consent agenda that is approved in the pre-commission meeting, items A through D. This time, I entertain a motion to approve that. Motion by Commissioner Wilder, second by Commissioner Hall. All those in favor of that motion, please say aye. Opposed, nay. That motion carries unanimously. We're going to move on to public comments on non-agenda items. We have two of those tonight. We have Reverend Dr. Lydia Meredith. Ms. Meredith, good to see you. It's been a while. Thought you took off a break from us, but you're back.